Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Auglai's Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaisequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglai's Equipment Rental. Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Roughrider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughriders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Well, hello, everyone, and we welcome you to another Rider Nation Station sports telecast. As tonight from Fred J. Brown Stadium in Defiance, Ohio, it's the Western Buckeye League opener as the St. Mary's Roughriders will take on the Defiance Bulldogs. I'm Joe Hurlbert, and I'll be here to bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's ball game. Joining me in the booth tonight is Zach Farrell. Zach, welcome back.
Joe, great to be here. Wow, what a night, beautiful night here in Defiance. Also want to give a big shout out to Drew Jacobs for filling in for me last week. Sounded great. I listened to you guys while I was in the airport, and I'm glad to be back in for this titanic battle between these two WBL teams.
Absolutely. The Defiance Bulldogs defeated Napoleon last week 28-7. They come in with a 1-0 mark. The St. Mary's Roughriders defeated London 42-31. They also come in with a 1-0 mark, and this should be a pretty good battle between two ball clubs early in this young season.
Absolutely. I was able to watch the entire Defiance-Napoleon game last night. Very impressed with Defiance's speed. They run a shotgun offense spread pretty much, but they run the ball out of it a lot. So we're going to see, I would say 50-50, maybe 60-40 pass run from Defiance on offense. Defensively, they ran a lot of three-down linemen, but they have all their linebackers up in the box. I don't know if they'll put another couple linemen down against St. Mary's, but we're going to have a lot of Jerry Beauty-esque defense here with a lot of stunning, a lot of linebackers up looking for blitzes and trying to disrupt the St. Mary's offense.
Well, the Defiance kicking team has made their way out onto the field. The St. Mary's Roughriders kickoff receive team has made their way out onto the field here at Fred J. Brown Stadium. And this kickoff return is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Be a legend. Insure your life. State Farm Insurance in St. Mary's. Stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton today. Kicking it off for the Defiance Bulldogs is number 36. That's Victor Jurcevic. Back to return for the St. Mary's Roughriders. I see Keegan Sharp, Braden Sullivan, and Kevin Perry.
Some delay, not sure what that was about. Thought maybe there's an equipment problem, but I don't see anybody having to fix anything, so let's get started again here.
Jerkovic waiting for the whistle. He approaches the football. This football game is underway, and it'll come down to Sullivan. Sullivan on the return, and he'll get it out to the 25-yard line.
That one was very close to being a lot longer, Joe. Those double walls are really looking nice. I saw last week a couple times.
Yes.
Big holes coming from that kick return. That'll be something to watch out for today. See if Defiance decides to keep kicking it deep to St. Mary's.
And if you watch the Bo Fry show, Coach Fry mentioned that exact point, Zach, is that they were so close to busting one.
Right.
Just got to get those front people putting pads on bodies, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you can see on this replay here a couple times, Sullivan gets nice and close to that second wall, but there's just too many Defiance bodies that are coming around the edges.
We've got a Dave Weilbacher penalty flag thrown before the snap. So we'll see. This is going to march the Rough Riders back.
A little bit of probably anxiety on the offensive side, just little jitters.
Up front for the Rough Riders, you'll have Xavier LeClaire and Braden Saylor at tackles. Trent Wycup, Greg Felver are your guards. Caleb Miller is your center. Eli Rickard is your tight end. Heath Dilsaver is your split end. In the backfield, you'll see Braden Sullivan, Aiden Hinkle, and Colton Mabry. And your quarterback is junior Cody Wallace, who turns and gives the ball to Hinkle, and he'll dive forward for about 3 yards on the play.
That's the largest offensive line I've seen from St. Mary's in a very long time, Joe. We have 370 and 305 at tackles, 165 and 225 at guards, 260 at center, tight ends 270. So not your – I remember, Joe, back when 2004, 2005, I was the center at 200. I had two guards, 150, tackles maybe 225, 230. So
and you were huge. Quick pitch to Hinkle. He's going to be tacked for a loss. Good job by the Defiance defense as they swarm to the football.
So far we've seen Hinkle up the middle with the trap and then Hinkle on a toss sweep. There's just a lot of bodies from Defiance down in there. I think that St. Mary's is going to have to try to continue to work to the outside. We heard from the coaches, by the way, this week in the new show on Rider Nation Station, Third and Long. We heard from the coaches. They said a really good point, I thought, that our offense is based on spreading teams out horizontally. That's how the rushing offenses work better than passing offenses.
Caleb Felver has checked into the ball game for the Rough Riders. And Cody Wallace is tackled for a sack from behind. We'll see this. Number 24 for the Defiance Bulldogs ran him down from behind, and that's Brogan Castillo. Castillo is a 6'1", 180-pound junior, just chased Wallace down from behind, and here comes Jay Schaefer into the ball game to do the punting.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wallace had a receiver out there. Not sure if it was Tristan Gardner. But
Schaefer gets the punt. It goes over the head of the Defiance receiver, which is Anthony Wilder, and it is blown down at the Defiance 30-yard line. So a good punt by Jay Schaefer.
Yeah, great punt. Nice field position. But going back to that third down, he had a receiver out there, Colton Mabry, coming out of the backfield. Unfortunately, I think he just couldn't get his body around and square to get the pass off before Brogan Castillo was right in his face.
So the first time we'll see the Defiance offense, and they are led on the field by sophomore quarterback Brez Ziffel, and he'll operate out of the shotgun. He'll stand up, two-step drop, and he'll throw it out. And it was caught by Anthony Wilder.
Well, that's a better result than we saw last week on the first play from scrimmage from London. A little swing pass like that turned into, I think, a 50-yard touchdown.
For the Rough Riders up front, you'll see Jay Schaefer, Jameel Kessler at defensive ends, Logan Compton, Hunter Mabry, your down tackles, Kevin Perry, Hayden Davis, Caden Sharp are your linebackers. Keegan Sharp, Tristan Gardner are at the corner, and Braden Sullivan and Heath Dillsaver are your safeties. That will bring the ball just at the Defiance 38-yard line. It'll be third down. We'll call it 2 for Defiance. Zeffel, he'll give the ball to Castillo, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. And he may have gained a little, but not much. So it's going to bring up a fourth down situation, and here comes the punt team for the Defiance Bulldogs.
Great job by the defense there. Basically the same play twice in a row there, just a little dump-off run right up the middle from out of the shotgun for Castillo. First time, a couple missed tackles, didn't address it very well. Second time they saw it, able to stop him short.
Noah Gomez will do the punting for Defiance. Braden Sullivan and Keegan Sharp back to receive the punt for the Rough Riders, standing at their own 25. It's a fake punt. He's to the 40, to the 45. He's got the first down to the 50, and he runs out of bounds at the St. Mary's 47-yard line.
The only question,
so
Joe,
well executed.
Was that an intentional fake punt, or did he just bobble it so much and decided to run? Not sure. His defenders down the field turned around looking for the ball to be kicked, it almost looked like. So I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but nonetheless,
first down.
Great break for the Defiance Bulldogs.
So they'll have the ball first and 10 at the Rough Rider 47-yard line.
Good heads-up play there by
7:34 remaining
Gomez.
here on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching tonight. Ziffel goes back with the pass, and the pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Wilder.
Ziffel's a decent quarterback. He made a lot of accurate, hard throws. Didn't see him take too many long shots against Napoleon. They really impressed with their offensive line and their balanced attack. A lot of rushes.
Castillo behind Ziffel. He throws it out to Wilder. Good defense by Keegi. Let's see who's out there on the corner.
Looks like 23, Caleb Felver.
Good job by Caleb as he come up and made the stop. I think we're going to give him a loss on the play, I believe. So it'll be, we'll call it third down and 10. Ball resting at the original line of scrimmage, which is the 47-yard line.
Excellent job breaking through that little quick screen.
Castillo on the left side of Ziffel. Ziffel rolls to his left. Here comes pressure by the Riders. Pass. Oh, that's going to be a pass interference on Keegan Sharp. So that's a Dave Weilbacher penalty on the play. And speaking of Dave, that's exactly how he would have played it. He would have shoved the guy before the ball got there. That's exactly how he would have played it.
I'm gonna have to give you a ride back to St. Mary's, Joe. You're not. They're gonna kick you out of the bus back.
I'll tell you what, Zach, I can't say enough for this Rider Nation Station crew. I tell you what, they do a great job getting here early, getting things together so our viewers can watch the ball game, and of course we have a lot of fun in doing what we do. So,
and most importantly, you and I just have to show up.
But that's not a bad gig, is it? So it'll be an automatic first down for Defiance. The ball will now be setting on the St. Mary's 32-yard line, first and 10, Defiance. Ziffel, flanked by two running backs. He'll give the ball to Wilder. Wilder's trying to get the corner, and he is run down by Sharp and eventually thrown out of bounds. So it'll be a loss on the play. Of course, the clock is going to continue to run. I still haven't figured that out, how that happens when he gets thrown out of bounds and the clock still runs.
Yeah, we'll have to ask maybe rules of the game, Mark Sisko about it. But
I guess
did they stop?
Yeah, they did.
Nope.
There it goes.
Yeah, I think they say that if the if they blow it dead while his motion stopped, then they don't count the out of bounds. But that's pretty. It didn't look to me like his motion was really that stopped.
Ziffel, two-step drop. He's going to go out into the flat. Pass is complete to Camiso. Camiso breaks a tackle. He's to the 15-yard line. Inside the 15, he's going to be tackled down around the 12-yard line.
Camiso, the 6'2", 225-pound tight end.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
You can't arm tackle him.
You can't.
You got to take his legs or get in a better position than that. He wasn't I think they thought he was just going to run out of bounds, and he put his shoulder down and puts Defiance now basically first and goal.
We're at the 12-yard line. They still can pick up a first down, Zach, down at the 2-yard line. Castillo, the ball carrier. 6'1", 180-pound junior. He'll tote it down to about the 7-yard line where it'll be second down and we'll call it about 5. Travis Cooper, the head coach of the Defiance Bulldogs in his second year. As last year the Bulldogs went 3-7, but Travis has a career record of 76 wins and 51 losses. Pass was intended for Brian Phillips. It falls incomplete, and he ran right across the middle.
Yeah, dangerous pass there. Seemed to be pretty open, though. But the ball hung up there in the air off of the tip for a little bit. It's a really crucial third down here.
So it'll be third down and 5. The ball is at the Roughrider 7-yard line. 4:27 to play here in the first quarter on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Ziffel drops. Finds somebody over the middle, and it is incomplete. Good defense by the Roughriders.
Yeah, Heath Dillsaver just saved a touchdown there with getting his hands on the guy as he had the ball.
It'll be 4th and 5. Ball resting on the 7-yard line. The Defiance Bulldogs can get a first down if they get it to the 2-yard line, but they're going to try a field goal here. And then to do the kicking is number 26, Brandon Gamatza. Kick is blocked by the Roughriders.
That can be returned.
That's ball live. To the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Roughriders. Now we're going to have to try to get a number on who that was.
45.
45, Braden Sullivan.
Wow, what a turn of events.
Good heads-up play by Braden Sullivan. We'll see he picks it up right about the 6-yard line. So this is about a 94-yard return.
Great blocking down the field, too. A couple guys there. Tristan Gardner getting a little bit of a chip on the kicker to make sure that Sullivan had enough room down the sidelines.
Good heads-up play by Braden Sullivan. Good pressure by the Roughrider defense. I'm not really sure who actually blocked that field goal attempt. Logan Rush will be in to do the kicking for the point after. Braden Sullivan will hold. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So on the Family Audiology scoreboard with 4:05 remaining here in the first quarter, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 7, the Defiance Bulldogs nothing. Back right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
All righty, we welcome you back to Fred J. Brown Stadium in Defiance, Ohio, where the Roughriders have blocked a field goal attempt, and it was taken back 96 yards by Braden Sullivan. 94 yards, I would say, for a touchdown. Roughriders lead, and that kickoff, or that return for a touchdown on the blocked field goal, should make the American Legion Post 323 highlight show, which will be shown tomorrow. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. State Farm Insurance. Stop by and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's. Jay Schaefer getting ready to kick it off for the Rough Riders. Back to return is Brian Phillips and Anthony Wilder. Phillips touches it, so he's going to have to. It goes back into the end zone.
Yeah,
apparently.
just barely. It doesn't matter if they touch it or not. If the ball goes in the end zone, yep. I think, or if the player catches it and their foot's in the end zone, that counts as well.
Really.
We'll have to ask Mark.
Got a lot of questions.
Cisco about that on rules of the game this week, Joe.
Of course, we got some familiar faces as far as our officiating crew. We know that Rusty Krug is the referee. Bill Krug is down there along with John Derryberry and Steve Oren. And of course, I missed the other official that's with this crew, but those are the four that sounded familiar to me. Ziffel back in the shotgun. He'll bring Castillo beside him. Give the ball to Castillo. Good second effort by Brogan. And he'll get a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7 for the Defiance Bulldogs.
Joe, we've got viewers from all over the world. I want to give a shout out to Kenny Osborne watching from Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And another viewer says that they're watching from Argentina.
Oh, seriously.
You never know where Rider Nation
Station goes, do we?
Yep.
Ziffel's pass is complete. I believe that's too good to Wilder. That should be good enough for a Defiance first down. Let's take a look at the people up front for St. Mary's defensively. Jay Schaefer, Jamal Kessler, and I might have already done this. Logan Compton and Hunter Mabry are your 4 across the front. Kevin Perry, Hayden Davis, Caden Sharp. Linebackers, Keegan Sharp, Braden Sullivan, Heath Dillsaver, Tristan Gardner round out your defensive 11 for St. Mary's. It's 1st and 10 at the Defiance 31. We got a flag on the play as Castillo is the ball carrier, and the Rough Riders gang tackle. They just pursued to the football on that particular play.
Illegal shift on Defiance.
That was another Dave Weilbacher attorney at law penalty.
St. Mary's deciding whether they want to accept or take the loss. They're going to decline it. I think that's only a 5-yard penalty, so.
Yeah. Rough Riders will decline the penalty, and it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 10. Ball is still on the 31-yard line. Trips to the right. Ziffel in the shotgun. He's going to step out. He's going to throw it.
Ooh. Nice pursuit. Nice pursuit.
Nice tackle on the play by Tristan Gardner, who come up and run support and closed.
Had a guy on him,
well.
pushing him, blocking him a little bit, and he stuck with it. Gave up only a couple yards. Not too bad.
Caden Sharp out there as well, but just encased.
Well, you can tell that the St. Mary's defensive coaches definitely worked on pursuit and tackling I saw a lot of missed tackles against London, and so far a lot better results here.
Trips to the left. Ziffel goes back, looks to his left. Pass is thrown out to Wilder, and nice defensive play by Heath Dilsaver.
Yeah, just good timing there. Just as he's catching it, gets his hands in there. Can't come in with that catch. 4th and 8. We're going to have the punt team come back out.
Noah Gomez will do the punting for Defiance. Back to receive this punt. They'll be standing right around their 30-yard line as Keegan Sharp and Braden Sullivan. Gomez punt, shanks it.
Wow.
That reminded me.
He might have been better just trying to run it again, but
that reminded me of a Dave Weilbacher tee shot. Without question. Without question. Shanked it to the right.
I better make sure I got some room in my car for the drive home.
St. Mary's gets good field position after the not-so-good punt by Gomez. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Second time the offense has had the football. Good run by Aiden Hinkle as he picks up the first down and more. We'll give him a gain of about 18 on the play.
Rumbling, stumbling, Aiden Hinkle. That was
Absolutely.
A little outside trap. So instead of going right past the center and guard, he goes a little bit outside to the tackle area. You can see the guard pop out there. Ooh, pancake block. Very nice. Aiden Hinkle did the rest. Broke a couple tackles, hurtled over the linebacker. First down.
Keegan Sharp on the sweep to the 30, and he'll be brought down about the 26-yard line. That was the bread and butter play last week against London. That's sweep to the right as he gets people out in front of him.
Yeah, the nice thing that we're starting to see, too, is that St. Mary's offensive line is starting to wear down on Defiance a little bit more than we saw in that first drive.
Well, you mentioned it, though, Zach. Those front people, they're huge this year. They're huge.
Absolutely. I don't know if we've ever had an offensive lineman that was 370.
No. Braden Sullivan on the carry. He'll pick up close to 5 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. 45 seconds remaining on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. Glad to have you along. Rider Nation Station bringing you tonight's telecast from Fred J. Brown Stadium. Hinkle to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Roughriders.
Well, they decided to run that same outside trap just to the other side. Aiden Hinkle's got really good vision tonight. Watch him come through here. He sees that outside being blocked right there.
Good block
cuts
on the
out.
outside
Yep.
by Dilsaver. No, I don't think that's Dilsaver. I think that happened to be that was
Caleb Felver.
Yep.
Senior.
Yep. So the point after touchdown to come with Logan Rush. And the Rough Riders will try to make it a 14-0 lead here in the first quarter. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the Rough Riders 14, the Bulldogs of Defiance nothing. We'll be back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Back at Fred J. Brown Stadium, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. as the Roughriders have jumped out to a 14-0 lead with 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And, of course, that touchdown by Hinkle will be definitely on the Saturday highlight show, brought to you by the American Legion Post 323 in St. Mary's. Anthony Wilder, Brian Phillips to receive this kickoff, which is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. See State Farm Insurance, Logan or Laura Yelton in St. Mary's. Schaefer's kick is taken by Wilder. He's running to the left. He'll get to the 15. Stopped. A good pursuit there by Caden Sharp. And they stop him at the 16-yard line.
Caden Sharp, just excellent pursuit there. You always worry when somebody's running down the field that fast on their own. It's just them and the running back, and usually the running back's able to make a move, but Caden Sharp undeterred.
Brez Ziffel, the sophomore quarterback for Defiance, brings the play into the huddle for Defiance. Ziffel has Castillo to the right. He'll give the ball to Castillo. He'll go to the left, and he'll pick up the first down as he lowers the shoulder and goes out of bounds. But not before he picks up the first down.
Defiance with a nice little sweep of their own. Some great good blocking out there in front of Castillo, and he took his time, waited to get through the hole until his blocker set it up, and nice little first down there.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. The St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Defiance Bulldogs nothing. It's time now for our Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph. Stop in, give them a call for subs, pizza, and calzones. Call them at 419-394-2244. We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Big Ralph Rider replay.
All righty, Greg Yingling at the 6-yard line, calling it on 1st and 10, turns hand the ball. Mike Ward breaks out of the pack. Mike Ward down the sidelines. Ward is at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the Sydney 40. He's at the Sydney 30. Mike Ward will go all the way. There are no flags. 94 yards for Mike Ward for the touchdown.
Wow, Mike Warren. Some names yet, a name you haven't heard of.
Greg
Yingling I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greg Yingling,
absolutely, Greg.
Yeah. He that was Mike Warren. That's a name you don't hear too often.
I just think that was, ironically, that was 94 yards. We just saw 94 yards tonight.
Exactly. So we hope you enjoyed that edition of the Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. And we'd like to say a special hey to all those folks that are there at the pub watching tonight's ball game on Rider Nation Station. 1st and 10 for Defiance. Pass out to Wilder. Good job by Keegan Sharp as he fought off the blocker and was able to make the stop on Wilder.
Yeah, just excellent job getting off the block and closing in on his man.
We'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. The nose of the football just shy of the Defiance 35-yard line. Zeffel back. Boy, Schaefer almost got there before the ball did, but it's going to be close to a first down. I think it will be a first down. They're going to move the chains.
It's like Schaefer grabbed him by the jersey and kind of pulled it back over his head or something. Oh, no, just back, just the shoulder pad area.
1st and 10 for Defiance at their own, we'll call it their own 43-yard line.
I saw this a lot on film too. Defiance will do a lot of pre-snap reads, so they'll get into their shotgun. If they're going to pass, they'll wait and they'll see what St. Mary's is going to line up, and then they'll decide which play they want to run.
Right up the middle, I believe it's Castillo. I want to give a plug in for our new program that aired prior to tonight's telecast. It's called Third and Long. And hopefully we'll be bringing it to you each and every week, and we'll be discussing the opponent that the Rough Riders will be playing that particular week with former coaches Denny Vossler, Denny Long, Roger Duncan, and Greg Freewald. And we'll talk a little bit about memories of when they coached with Skip and against the opponent that the Rough Riders will be playing. So next week we'll be talking about the Wapak Redskins. Wilder on the reception. Makes the catch, he'll get the first down, and he has run out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Defiance Bulldogs in St. Mary's territory.
Yeah, just a little bit too much time for the Defiance quarterback to get that pass off and set up the nice little screen there. Wide receiver, kind of not a jailbreak screen, but a quick screen.
And one of the things Coach Yale and Coach Bo Fry do not want this ball club to do is get complacent with a 14-0 lead. They still going to have to be aggressive because Defiance can move the football, as we're watching there as Wilder takes the pass from Ziffel and picks up about 13 yards on the play, and it's another first down. And they're moving the football pretty much at will right now against this Rough Rider defense.
We're basically seeing basically a chess match here between the two teams where Defiance is lining up with these trip receivers to one side or the other, and if St. Mary's isn't putting anybody up on the line, they're saying, okay, we're going to throw a little screen out there until you can show that you can stop it. That's 2 first downs in a row now from that little, I guess, bubble screen out in those trips.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Castillo bounces off of 1 tackle, makes another one miss, and he'll pick up about 8 yards on the play. So missed tackles by the Rough Rider defense up front. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Kevin Perry makes the stop finally.
And that's kind of the counter to that little bubble screen is, okay, you want to sit on that, then we're going to hand it off here and keep you honest up front with the rushing attack.
Ziffel to Castillo. Boy, he just mowed over Sullivan, I believe that's who that was. Yeah, Braden Sullivan just got mowed over.
Castillo put his helmet down.
Oh, mercy. That's a big hit. That'll wake you up for sure.
Yep.
1st and goal for Defiance. The ball inside the 10-yard line. Castillo, the ball carrier, one more time. Good job by the middle of the Rough Rider defense to stop Castillo. Not before he gains a couple of yards.
Rough Riders trying to implement a little bit of that bend but don't break defense. Be interesting if they can get a stop here to see if Defiance wants to try a field goal again or not.
Yeah. It'll be 2nd down and goal at the 8-yard line. Ziffel. Give the ball to Wilder up the middle. He's inside the 5, brought down at about the 3-yard line. Good job by Wilder, just squaring his shoulders and taking it toward the end zone. That'll be 3rd down and goal. The ball is at the Rough Rider 3-yard line.
Another thing I noticed, Joe, is that they'll stay in the shotgun all the way up to the goal line.
Brogan Castillo will go to the left side of Ziffel. Ziffel's going to roll to his left. He's got pressure. Oh, nice job there.
Sullivan.
By Braden Sullivan. Somebody woke up the sleeping bear, I think, with that hit that he took a while back.
Sullivan came all the way from the inside linebacker position out there, followed his running back out of the backfield.
Pass was
good
caught
position.
by Camiso, and that should make the Saturday Highlight Show, brought to you by the American Legion Post 323 in St. Mary's. We got a timeout on the field called by Defiance with 5:58 remaining in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard. It's the Rough Riders 14, Defiance nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
All righty, we welcome you back to Defiance Fred J. Brown Stadium. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. Want to correct my pronunciation of the Rough Rider replay. It's Mike Warren, not Warner. Warren.
It's all right, Joe.
A few years ago.
Thanks, Ralph Hanksman, for pointing that out, though.
Absolutely. All righty, we'll call it 4th down and goal at the 7-yard line. And after the last block field goal attempt, they're going to try to put this one in. As Ziffel will give the ball, he's going to throw it. That's Phillips. Passes throw to Wilder.
No,
and he is out of
bounds.
He caught it out of bounds. No, he caught the football and then ended up out of bounds.
Wow.
We'll see that on our replay.
Nice little toss. Caught it amazing. Caught it halfway through the end zone. And the ball's out as he hits the ground.
Yeah. Well,
He may have.
They pushed him about 4 yards that whole ordeal.
Yeah. There's no rule in high school though about being pushed out. We'll double check that with rules of the game this week with Mark Sisko, but.
All right.
I don't know if it would have mattered because he didn't keep possession as he hit the ground.
Right. Well, we got a timeout on the field with 5:51 remaining. We're going to take a quick break. The Rough Riders lead 14-0. Back after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
All righty, Defiance turns it over on downs. Rough Riders have it 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line. Aiden Hinkle on the carry. Clock continues to run. So twice the Defiance Bulldogs has had the ball inside the red zone. Both they have been denied points on the Family Audiology scoreboard.
Yeah, that was just unbelievable. The position where he caught it, thought for sure he was going to be able to come down in the end zone.
I believe that was Aiden Hinkle on the carry again.
Yeah, St. Mary's trying that. I think the last one was a traditional trap, and this one was that outside trap. We used to call it a 16 or 17, which were the two plays that we saw a big gain and then the touchdown on. Defiance made some nice adjustments and weren't fooled this time.
Give the ball to Hinkle up the middle. 1st down for Aiden. Good gain. Good line surge by the offensive front.
Very nice. Just a beautiful looking traditional trap there. St. Mary's moved 3 wide receivers out, I think, to sort of draw some of Defiance's backfield away from the tackle box.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave the linemen enough room up front to create a nice hole for Hinkle.
Caleb Miller out over the ball, center for the Rough Riders. Wallace will give the ball to Hinkle. Hinkle breaks a tackle. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. So far here on this possession, it's been all Aiden Hinkle.
Very impressed last week by all 4 St. Mary's running backs. I didn't think that the offensive line had flashes of brilliance, but across the board, all the running backs were extremely hard running, and they made some bad blocked plays really well with their running.
Colton Mabry on the carry. This is his first carry of the night. We'll give him a first down.
I think there's a flag, though, Joe.
And a Dave Wambacher penalty flag on the field, and this one may be coming back. Keep in mind, as you mentioned, Zach, about last week, the Roughriders had 301 yards on the ground.
Yeah, there was a lineman that got out on a linebacker, and he just took his legs out 4 or 5 yards down the field. And that'll create quite a big hole.
338 remaining. Nice run.
Hinkle gets it back and more.
That's a first down.
Wow.
Nice run by Aiden Hinkle, and that'll make the Saturday Highlight Show, sponsored by American Legion Post 323 in St. Mary's. That is just nothing but good hard running.
Great job, Colton Mabry, sealing the end there. There was just nobody within 10 yards of him when he came around the end. That's a Fowler's TV first down if I've ever seen one.
It is. Riders will split 2 receivers to the left. Up the middle is Hinkle one more time, and this time the Defiance defensive front wins the battle, and they'll stop him for no gain. So it'll bring up second down and 10. Ball is on the 37-yard line of St. Mary's. Wallace under center. He'll turn. He'll give the ball to Colton Mabry, and he's going to be thrown for a little bit of a loss. He may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Kevin Perry will check into the ballgame for the Roughriders. Also checking in is Caleb Felver, Keegan Sharp. Cody Wallace will trot in with the play from offensive coordinator Kobe Fry. Caleb Miller out over the football for the Roughriders. Wallace under center will turn. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to keep the football. And he's going to gain about 5 yards on the play.
Minute 47 left.
I think we got a timeout on the field called by Defiance with 1:47 remaining here in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Riders lead 14-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
All righty, back at Fred J. Brown Stadium. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, bringing you Rough Rider football. This is the Western Buckeye League opener for both teams. Both teams come into tonight's contest 1-0 after defeating their first game opponent. Jay Schaefer will do the punting for the Rough Rider. Wilder will be back. He kind of low snap. Good job by Schaefer getting the punt away. It'll hit at about the 26-yard line. And it'll roll in favor of the Rough Riders to about the 22-yard line.
Defiance going to have minute 35 here to try to go 79 yards. Not sure what their field goal kicker's range is, but
this is a little far.
Yeah. For sure they're not there yet.
Trips to the right, 2 to the left, and the pass was intended for Christian Camiso, and it falls incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Defiance.
Camiso lost his footing on a little stop route, and the ball sailed over his head. St. Mary's defenders were pretty close to it.
Ziffel back, pass thrown out to Phillips. Phillips to the 30, to the 35, and he's knocked out of bounds by Sullivan, but not before he picks up a Defiance 1st down. Clock is stopped at 1:31 remaining here in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Trips to the left. Ziffel's pass is intended for Phillips. It is incomplete.
Broken up by Keegan Sharp. Great job of timing that up and getting his hand right across. A little sweep right there. Looked like it was probably already coming out, but expect to see some sort of maybe a true screen where the running back comes out of the backfield or a wide receiver comes down in on the offensive line here.
Ziffel in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Drops straight back, pulls it down. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to make it to the 45, the 50, to the right or 45, and he is brought down at the St. Mary's 40-yard line. Official has to touch the football and set it. So Defiance is up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. No huddle offense for Defiance. 1st and 10 at the Roughrider 40. Ziffel throws it out of bounds. Good move there by the young sophomore quarterback to toss this one out of bounds and not put him any farther back, as they may have a chance for a field goal if they get within field goal range. Or they can still have a shot to put 6 on the board. It's 1:06 remaining. Riders lead 14-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Ziffel, shotgun by himself. Drops straight back, looks to his left. Pass is thrown out to Wilder, and he is stopped by Jay Schaefer out there on the play. Also out there is number 33, Tristan Gardner.
Kept in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking away.
Yep. 45 seconds remaining, 3rd and 5, ball on the 45. Ziffel launches one, boom! Keegan Sharp levels Camiso. Let's take a look at this one. This one should make the highlight film. Sponsored by the American Legion Post 323. Hello. Oh, that hurt up here. Yeah. Oh, my chest hurts. Oh, mercy. What a hit.
Clock does stop for Defiance. 4th down and 5. They do have 1 timeout remaining. I'll be looking for a screen down here below.
Ryder's got him. He gets away from the rush, throws it, pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 2.
Gavin Miller.
So the Defiance Bulldogs will turn it over on downs with 33 seconds remaining. The Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. We have yet to see the Rough Riders put the ball in the air. Would this be an opportunity to do so?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they try to. 33 seconds, 14-0. Usually you're going to just try to see if you can pick up anything big on the ground before you decide to go further.
We've got a whistle on the play. I think Defiance called timeout. So with 32 seconds remaining on the Family Audiology scoreboard, we'll take a break. We'll come back with the final 32 seconds right after this.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Roughrider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
32 ticks of the clock remaining here in the first half. The Family Audiology scoreboard. Roughriders have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. We'll see what the Roughriders will do. Will they put it in the air, or will they just be happy enough to keep it on the ground and take a 14-0 lead into the locker room at halftime? Wallace goes back, gives the ball to Sharp. Sharp to the right side, and he's going to step out of bounds.
Little counter play.
But not after he gains about 4 yards on the play.
You know, it used to be for many years that play right there was run as a true reverse.
Yes.
Where the running backs would hand it off. And
touched by 2 running backs.
Right.
Yep.
Over the last few years, they have gone more to that counter where they don't have to worry about it taking as long to pass it between the running backs.
Wallace goes back to throw the football. He's looking over the middle. He's flushed. He keeps his balance. Goes to the right. And I believe Castillo runs him down.
And it's a late hit there.
And there's a Dave Weilbacher penalty on the play.
As you see, Wallace comes around the end, runs out of bounds. Nice tackle by 32, and then
boom.
Player came in late there. I think that's number 2.
Yeah, number 2. Gavin Miller is tagged with the personal foul. 15 seconds remaining.
That's a 15-yard penalty. That puts St. Mary's in an interesting position here with 15.9 seconds left. Now I think you got to take some shots.
Well, last week he threw one from about here for a score.
Right. You're not going to surprise anybody and get anybody behind the defensive backfield this week, though.
You would hope.
You would hope
not.
I think they're going to probably try to get more into field goal position, possibly.
Wallace is going to throw a little hook and ladder. There it is to Sharp. Sharp to the 30, and he runs out of bounds at about the 26-yard line with 8 seconds remaining on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Well, do you take a shot to the end zone?
Yeah, I don't know. 8 seconds, I think. They're debating. I'm not going to try to kick a field goal yet.
That's a Fowler TV first down for all your TV and entertainment needs. Stop by and see Fowler's TV in St. Mary's.
St. Mary's still has 3 timeouts, so you could try a quick pass over the middle, call a quick timeout, but you risk running out of your 8 seconds.
Hinkle Mabry behind Wallace. Wallace drops back. He's going up top with it. His pass is intended for Sharp, and it's intercepted but he was out of bounds. So you mean to tell me
he only gave up 1 second?
Yeah, 1 second. That took 1 second. Well, I know that, but it was at 8.5 to begin with, and now it's 7.5. Yeah, I think the Riders are going to get one here.
The clock's been, but watching it tick down, it's been doing weird things.
It's jumping.
It's jumping. So
it'll stop and then it'll jump. It'll stop and then it'll catch up to 3 seconds.
Like they could start this and it may be right at 6 seconds.
It could very well be.
Right.
Yeah, I've noticed that out of my eye, and I thought something's not right. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 10. The ball is resting at the Defiance 26-yard line. I kind of wonder what the officials were talking about. They're going to put 2 seconds on the board remaining. Well, if they did, they didn't get the memo. All right, 2.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. This will be the last play of the first half. And we've got a timeout on the field.
Coach Fry smartly calls a timeout there. You just went from 7.5 to 2.5 seconds.
So with 2.5 seconds remaining here in the first half, we'll take a break. The Rough Riders lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard, 14-0. Back right after this.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
All righty, back at Fred J. Brown Stadium for the final 2.5 seconds here in the first half. On the Family Audiology scoreboard, the Rough Riders lead 14-0. Rough Riders, Zach, have done a good job moving the football up here to where they're at on the 26-yard line from deep in their own territory to start this particular drive. So I think I look for the Rough Riders to take a shot to the end zone and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Braden Sullivan will go wide to the right. He's the lone receiver for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a trick play.
There's nothing tricky about that. He's just going to launch it up and hope Sullivan comes up with it, and it's intercepted. Wallace's pass is intercepted as time runs out, so both teams will head to their respective locker rooms, and we're going to take a break with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Here at halftime from Fred J. Brown Stadium, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 14, the Defiance Bulldogs nothing. Back with our Hewer Renovating halftime show right after this.
Are you looking for a new trailer or needing your current one fixed? Then head over to Midway Trailer Sales. We're conveniently located just off U.S. Highway 33 in St. Mary's and Interstate 75 in Dayton. We're your one-stop shop for new and used trailers, flatbeds, and snowplows. We also offer a wide array of parts to fit your trailer's needs. Our professional service team will get you back on the road in no time. And of course, we're Ohio's only authorized empty hopper dealer. Come visit us at www.midwaytrailers.net. When you need a haul, give Midway a call.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success, and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
Speckman Automotive with stores in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Speckman Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve. Shop local. Shop Speckman Automotive.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
Alrighty, we welcome you back once again. We're at halftime at Fred J. Brown Stadium in Defiance, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, bringing you tonight's Western Buckeye League opener between the Defiance Bulldogs and the St. Mary's Rough Riders. And we are now at halftime. As you see on your screen, the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Marching Band performing for this crowd here at Fred J. Brown Stadium. It's time now for our halftime show, brought to you by Hewer Renovating, your residential specialist. Call 419-394-8643 for all your home renovations needs. Hewer Renovating in St. Mary's. Give him a call. Zach, it's 14-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. The Rough Riders scored early, and moved the football here on their last possession. It was picked off right as time ran out on about the 2-yard line, but nonetheless, let's take a look at some of the numbers if you have them.
Yeah, just want to thank again, as every week, to Andy Rammel for providing our statistics here. Andy does a great job up here and travels to all the games and does the official statistics, and we couldn't be able to bring these stats to you without him.
Of course, we'll give a shout-out while you're talking about Andy Rammel. He also coaches the Lady Rider volleyball team, and I'll tell you what, they're off to a pretty good start, and they're exciting to watch. So if you get an opportunity throughout the course of this fall, check out the Lady Rider volleyball team and go and support the Lady Riders when you can.
Yeah.
Okay, Zach.
Andy Rammel and I should say Carol Brown, too, up here, both providing us the statistics, so we really appreciate that. Well, so far, Defiance is actually leading in a lot of statistical categories. It's
a surprise.
Of course, they're not leading where it counts, which is on the scoreboard, which is great. St. Mary's has 7 first downs. Defiance has 11. St. Mary's has 121 total yards. Defiance has 182. St. Mary's is 1 for 3 with 1 interception there right at the end of the game. Defiance is 11 for 22. St. Mary's has 15 net passing yards. Defiance has 93. St. Mary's has 17 rushing attempts for 106 yards. Defiance has 14 rushing attempts for 89 yards. St. Mary's has 3 penalties for 32 yards. Defiance has 1 penalty for 15 yards. St. Mary's is 1 for 3 on third down conversions, and Defiance is 0 for 5. St. Mary's has 2 punts, longest being a 54-yarder. Defiance has 1 punt for 22 yards. Average drive start, St. Mary's at the 28-yard line and Defiance at the 21-yard line. Time of possession, St. Mary's with just 8 minutes, 51 seconds. Defiance with 15 minutes and 9 seconds of possession. Looking a little bit at the individual leaders, Cody Wallace, 1 for 3 passing. Aiden Hinkle, 10 rushes for 83 yards, 21 yards being his longest for one TD. He's currently averaging 8.3 yards per rush. Cody Wallace, 3 rushes for 1 yard. Keegan Sharp, 2 rushes for 16 yards, averaging 8 yards a rush. Not too much on the St. Mary's receiving side. Carter Steinberg, one catch for 11 yards. For Defiance, Brez Zipfel, 11 for 21, 93 yards, as long as being a 23-yard pass. Brogan Castillo, 10 rushes for 52 yards. And not too much else on the statistics, Joe. I would say, looking a little bit through Defiance's receivers, Anthony Wilder so far, 7 catches for 53 yards. Brian Phillips, 2 catches for 21 yards. Christian Camiso, 2 catches for 19 yards. And, of course, I already went over their rushing with Brogan Castillo. So what I'm seeing, from this first half is St. Mary's has had, one very good drive. They've had another couple drives that they've been able to use some time on the clock offensively, but not able to put points on. Defensively, you have to be ecstatic right now for St. Mary's. Although they have given up some yards, they've bent, but they haven't broken. And as we talk about every year, especially with Coach Fry and Coach Bowe, always has brought it up. Special teams are a third of the game, and tonight they account directly for 7 points of this 14-point lead.
Absolutely.
So as we talked through the Hewer halftime show, I know that it was brought up last week, and we want to make sure we explain again that while we are bringing the visual of the band playing, unfortunately we can't bring the entire audio and the entire band performance due to copyright violations on YouTube. We have actually had some experiences with some music playing in the background of videos and kicking our stream off and not letting us do the full stream. So Rider Nation Station has run into that before, and we'd like to avoid it potentially happening at all. So we love the band, we love SMAB, and we love that we're able to bring you some of it here, but if you're wondering why we can't show the whole show and can't play the whole audio, that's why. So wanted to make sure we explained that. I know there were some questions about that last week.
And the next thing you know, if we do, and then YouTube gets hold of it, they just they cut the live stream.
They cut the live stream off. Yep. And I think they pause us from being able to go right back into the live stream.
Right. So that's the reason why. But we're bringing you the visual of the St. Mary's All Brass Marching Band. And I'll tell you what, if you get an opportunity to come to a home game, of course, we're up here at Defiance, and we have a good crowd on hand. But next week they take on the Wapak Redskins at Grand Lake Health System Field. Get an opportunity to come out, support your Roughrider football program, but also come out and support SMAP. They'll be performing at halftime at each and every home game and the away games as well. So those are a quick look at the statistics, some of the numbers in the first half. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and we'll have more on the Hewer Renovating halftime show with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Did you hear that? It's 14-0. St. Mary's on top. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
VFW 9289's mission is to honor all veterans, past, present, and future. Come on out on Football Friday nights to watch the live stream of Roughrider football. VFW 9289, a proud sponsor of Rider Nation Station.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Roughrider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental. Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Roughrider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Roughriders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
All righty, we welcome you back to Fred J. Brown Stadium in Defiance, Ohio. Rider Nation Station, happy to bring you this telecast of the St. Mary's Roughriders Defiance Bulldogs game. And on our family audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 14, Defiance nothing. Zach, you have some of the some scores around the Western Buckeye League and some teams around the area.
Yeah, Joe, I think maybe the most surprising right now, or more interesting score, Wapakoneta leads Ottawa Glandorf 14-7. Shawnee is up on Bath 10-0. Kitten and Elida tied 14-14. Van Wert and Salina 0-0 still in the second quarter. Of course, the game that we're at, St. Mary's up 14-0 over Defiance. And then let's go down to maybe some other local scores. Fort Recovery up 14-7 over Urbana. Fairbanks up 14-7 over Indian Lake. Fort Laramie and Versailles tied 14-14. Of course, Fort Laramie being the third team that St. Mary's played along with Marion Local in the scrimmage at the Summerfest Bowl this year. Hoping that we can bring that back next year. That was sort of the new Chicken Bowl. It was a pretty neat experience down there at Skip Stadium. Hardin Northern up down 21-12 to Riverdale. Marion Local up big, 28-0 over Macomb. I think Marion Local is going to be a very good team this year. Kitten Ridge up 14-0 over Bethel. Tecumseh up 14-0 over Carroll. Graham Local up 7-0 over Minster. Brookville up 14-7 over Anna. Waynesfield Goshen up 28-0 over Arcadia. Coldwater up 7-0 over Bellefontaine. Lima Central Catholic up 21-7 over Delphos St. John's. Patrick Henry up 12-0 over Wayne Trace. Upper Scioto Valley up 47-0 over Corey Rawson at halftime. Paulding up 7-0 against Spencerville. Lima Senior up 21-0 over Rogers. Arlington up 23-7 over Ada. Allen East up 21-0 over Perry. Parkway up 14-0 over North Central. Liberty Benton up 17-0 over Columbus Grove. St. Henry down 14-10, against Archbold. Liberty Center up 20-14 over Napoleon, Defiance's opponent last week. So hopefully that's enough for the area.
I would think. Well, you mentioned something a little bit ago about Lima Senior is taking on Toledo Rogers. Did it start this year, or is it going to start in a year or two? Does not Lima Senior join the conference up near Toledo?
Yes.
Do you recall that?
Yes, but I don't recall if it was this year or not.
Okay. I know they've agreed to do so. I don't know if that's going to be implemented in the 2022 season or the 2023 season or even the 2024 season, but I think Lima Senior is going to move to the conference where the majority of the schools are in the Toledo area.
I just looked up, Joe, Lima Senior to join the Toledo City Athletic League in 2023-24.
Okay, so next season they will join them. We're going to take a quick break on the Hewer Renovating Halftime Show. with the score. The St. Mary's Roughriders 14, Defiance nothing on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the second half kickoff right after this.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Roughrider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Roughrider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph. If you're looking to renovate your home, former Roughrider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Fred J. Brown Stadium in Defiance, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Of course, we mentioned early in the telecast of where some of the people are watching from. We already mentioned Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. We saw Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, someone watching in Argentina. Send out a special hey to those watching at River Trail Campground and Mendon. And I also saw that my wife is watching, and I know she's watching from her chair in our living room back home.
Nothing wrong with that. I know that we've got a nice crowd out at several establishments around St. Mary's. Of course, B-Dubs, BW3s, Varsity Lanes, Guarneri's, VFW, American Legion, wherever you're watching us back in St. Mary's. We really appreciate it.
Well, don't forget, midway through the third quarter, we'll be having our Rough Rider trivia question, and I will say this. Get your thinking caps on, folks. Of course, when I say that, somebody will get it within the first 15 seconds, but I tested the question out on our staff and our ride-up, and it took them a little while to come up with the correct answer. They eventually did, but it did take a little bit, so
it was a tough one.
Be ready for that. We'll do that sometime here in the third quarter. And, of course, the winner of the trivia contest will receive a gift card for a 15-inch pizza, compliments of Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub.
Joe, we talked about the volleyball team. We also need to talk about the golf teams, boys and girls. I know boys have been doing well. I did see Joey Sampson say September 1st, come support the Rough Rider varsity girls golf team. They're home against Shawnee at Northmore. I know that the golf team has had some nice victories here early on, the boys. And
Shawnee always has a pretty pretty decent golf program.
Absolutely. Jay Shannon proudly watching the Rough Riders from Margaritaville in the Mall of America.
Seriously?
At Minneapolis.
No kidding.
Watching from San Jose, California. Watching from Kentucky. Appreciate wherever and however you may be watching Rider Nation Station.
Well, we're just about ready to get the second half underway. This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Lori Yelton, State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. See State Farm Insurance in St. Mary's. Stop by and see Laura or Logan Yelton anytime. This kickoff is being brought, I already mentioned that. This kickoff is going to be kicked by Jay Schaefer.
Shout out to Don and Nikki Davis watching from the Tipsy Turtle Pool Bar and Grill.
Where's that at?
Who knows?
Back to receive the kickoff for Defiance, Anthony Wilder and Brian Phillips. Going to wait for the clock to be reset. The official hands the ball to Jay Schaefer. He'll put it on the tee. Take the appropriate steps required for him to get this kickoff off and underway to get the second half started here from Fred J. Brown Stadium as the sun sets in the west. Perfect night for high school football. Week number 2. Schaefer approaches the football, puts a foot into it, and it's a nice kick. It'll be taken by Phillips at the 2-yard line. He'll bring it out to the 15, cuts it up to the 20, to the 25, and he'll be brought down. The ball's loose!
St. Mary's,
and it
ball's
looks
still
like
out.
Ball's still on the ground.
Let's watch this replay here.
Well, we're going to see who the official's going to give the ball. They're going to say it was down.
Yeah.
But I'm not so sure. Let's take a look at it here.
Nice job from Defiance of setting up some lanes and a good job by number 3, Brian Phillips, of picking a lane and going with it. Ooh, that
ball's loose.
Moving, I think, before that knee's down.
It'll be 1st and 10, nonetheless, for Defiance as they retain possession of the football. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Brogan Castile, the lone setback, and he'll get the football from Ziffel. We'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Second down and 8 for Defiance. Just underway here in the second half from Fred J. Brown Stadium. Ziffel give the pass and caught by Phillips. He's going to be short of a 1st down. Tackle on the play by Hunter Mabry and Braden Sullivan. Oh my, I thought he had better forward progress than that. But nonetheless, it'll be a 3rd down, and we're going to call it a long. We're going to call it 4. We'll call it a long 3.
So did the Defiance fans, Joe.
I know. Seffel goes back with the pass, and he's got enough for a 1st down. Wilder on the reception. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Defiance as they move the chains on the far side of the field.
It's just a little too easy on 3rd and short, Joe. Yep. It's, playing 10 feet back, and all that's just pitching and catching right there. I'd like to see him at least be close enough that they can make a play on the pass.
1st and 10 for Defiance at their own 45. Give the ball to, I think that's Castillo. We'll give him a gain of about 5. We'll call it 2nd and 5. The ball is going to be right at the 50-yard line.
Getting a little darker out there. Numbers are getting a little harder to see.
Second down and 5 for Defiance. Zeffel all by himself. He'll bring Castillo back with him. Calls the signals. Bad snap. Ball goes to Castillo. The ball's loose on the floor. We got field. The flags flying everywhere, and we'll see the Rough Riders say they have the football. And the Rough Riders got it, but we'll see what the penalty flags are all about.
Must have been holding. I don't think those were penalty flags.
Those are the orange markers?
Those are just the orange markers,
okay.
Yep.
All right, that indicates that this is a fumble. All righty, so the turnover by Defiance will give the ball to the Rough Riders. 1st and 10 at the Defiance 49-yard line.
Defense steps up again. Now offense needs to answer it with the score here.
Give the ball counter back to Keegan Sharp. He's to the 40, and
ooh.
Boy, he's got Xavier LeClaire down there in front. I mean, watch the big fella down here at the bottom of your screen, number 77.
Xavier LeClaire.
Oh, he's up at the top. There he is. He's looking for people to put a body on.
370.
He's got number 3 in his sights.
Down the field in front of his running back. You love to see that.
370 pounds, folks. Just a junior. 1st and 1.
They
Keegan
ran it
Sharp
again.
On the counter back, and he'll have enough for the first down. Good job by Keegan Sharp. Good blocking by the people up front. Again, LeClaire, Wyckoff, Miller at center, Greg Felver, Braden Saylor, Eli Rickard. That was a Fowler TV first down.
Offense coming up to the line, I think, with a little bit more pace.
Give the ball to Aiden Hinkle, and he'll...
Said the ball was out.
Yeah, we got the orange markers flying. The ball is loose, apparently, but we'll see what happens. We'll look and see if we can see it there. He may be down. Nope.
Defiance says they got it.
St. Mary's has turned the football over. Defiance will have it.
I'm not sure if Aiden Hinkle had the ball completely or if he was sort of standing up there coming through. Ball was low. It looked like the ball slipped out, on the ground.
Yep. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Defiance on the turnover by the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the 31-yard line of Defiance.
Defiance going deep.
Has a man open, but overthrows his intended receiver, Brian Phillips.
First real deep ball we've seen attempted tonight from Ziffel. Nice air under it.
Heath Dillsaver on the coverage for the Rough Riders at his corner position. Second down and 10 for Defiance at their own 31-yard line. Brez Zeffel, the quarterback, 6'1", 157-pound sophomore. Give the ball to Brogan Castillo, and he'll carry the football for about 7 yards. We'll give him a gain of 7. We'll call it 3rd down and 3. Brez Zeffel looks over to his head coach. They're going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. 5 on the play clock. Here comes the Rough Riders. Got him! They got him.
Sacked.
And that'll make the Saturday Highlight Show, I'm sure, brought to you by the American Legion Post 323 in St. Mary's.
Not sure what was audible there. I wonder if it was a screen or set up because St. Mary's defensive lineman just came through there there was no one blocking the D line. There's 5 guys right there.
Keegan Sharp, Braden Sullivan back to receive the punt. They're standing at their own 35-yard line. Noah Gomez will punt the football. It's a little better punt than we've seen previous. Sullivan He'll cut it back to the right. Cut it up. Oh, we got it. Hello.
They say he did a fair catch.
Seriously? Oh, Sharp did.
Mabry's arm kind of went out to the side a little bit.
Well,
I think he was it looked like maybe he was just getting his balance, but Sharp called it. I don't know if it may not matter who, you know.
That's a good question.
See
who can call the fair
Cisco.
Sharp.
I think if anybody calls,
fair catch.
I think if anybody calls it, it's a fair catch.
Braden Sullivan on the carry. Give him a gain of about 9. Yeah, that's a good question to ask Mark for rules of the game. If I'm receiving the punt, the back would be good. Yep. Well, they gave him a first down on the play. Fowler first down for the Rough Riders as they get a new set of downs. We got a Dave Weilbacher penalty. Flag tossed into the line of scrimmage, and we've got
a little end. Looked like the end just took a little bit of a lean there.
Where? He doesn't even move.
That was the replay didn't go back far enough.
Oh, okay.
He flinched a little bit. It was close.
I'll take your word on it. First and 15 for the Rough Riders. Ball is at their own 37-yard line. Braden Sullivan on the carrier. You know, something we saw, Zach, we haven't seen since early in the ball game. When we first started the ball game in the first quarter, Rough Riders' first possession, it was Hinkle, and Hinkle.
Right.
He's not carried the ball much since that first series.
Well, he just had the fumble, so I think they wanted to go away from him for a couple plays.
Colton Mabry will pick up the first down, a Fowler TV first down for the Rough Riders.
Nothing wrong, too, when Colton Mabry and Sullivan are running as hard as they are right now. 5-6 yards a run.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Rough Riders as they get a new set of downs. The ball is placed at the Defiance 46-yard line.
Counter.
Here comes Sullivan. Nowhere. Boy, they stuck him right there. Good defensive stick by Defiance.
Well, Xavier came through the hole, but he sort of ran outside and really needed to occupy those two guys standing there. That's something they'll see on film. And
yep, they'll get it corrected.
Yep.
Second down, we'll call it 8 for the Rough Riders. After this play, we'll give you the Rough Rider trivia question. Remember, you can send your answers in the comment section. Wallace is going to launch one down. He's got Sharp. He's got it at the 20-yard line to the 15, to the 10, inside the 10, and the ball is stripped. And it will go to Defiance as they strip the football away from Keegan Sharp.
Sharp says he was down. Let's look at the replay here. Wide open, nice pass from Wallace. Sharp takes it, fighting for more yards. That ball looks like it came out and was taken before he fell down.
So it'll be first and 10 for Defiance on the turnover. And here's tonight's Rough Rider trivia question. Who is the only Rough Rider running back to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season? Who is the only Rough Rider running back to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season? And again, you can type your answer in the comment section of whatever media you're using, Facebook or YouTube. And of course, we'll send them to our all the correct answers to our random character generator, and they'll spit out a winner. No. It'll be second down, and we're going to call it 6 for Defiance. Ball is placed at their own 14-yard line. Oh, ball is knocked down by Jay Schaefer. Again, the question, who is the only Rough Rider to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season? Ziffel tosses it out to, not sure who the receiver was.
Number 9.
Number 9. That happens to be Jackson Walder. Walder's a 6'1", 170-pound senior. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Defiance. The ball will be placed at their own 20-yard line. So, boy, the Rough Riders have just turned it over a couple of times here and shot themselves in the foot here in the second half.
Yeah, the only fortunate thing was that it was so far down the field that it, kind of acted like a punt, but that was a golden opportunity set up by their defense.
Two receivers to the left, two receivers to the right for the Bulldogs. Ziffel in the shotgun, goes back, he's looking deep, he's got a receiver wide open, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended again for Jackson Walder, and he had the defender beat, but the defender was able to close rather quickly.
Heath Dillsaver just absolutely did a great job of putting his hands up, shielding the pass. Really, Defiance fans aren't happy, but he didn't make too much contact with the receiver.
Is there? And again, there's another question. Are you allowed to?
Yeah, you can face guard.
You can face guard in high school.
There's nothing
that says you can't.
No, it's
trips to the left, two receivers, trips to the right, two to the left. Here's a pass complete to number 32. That is Christian Camiso. That'll be enough for a Defiance first down. Two minutes and 57 seconds remaining. Clock is running down to 2:50. Brez Ziffel, the sophomore quarterback. Sends Castillo to the other side. There's a shot or a pass to Brian Phillips. It falls incomplete as Ziffel finds himself on his backside. See who gets to him. Jameel Kessler knocked Ziffel on his keister. Ziffel back, looks to the right. Pass intended for Brian Phillips, and they say he caught the football. And then he shoved out of bounds.
His feet were very close to the edge there. Excellent catch either way. Yeah, looks like he's got both feet in. That's good that's good on Sundays, Joe.
Yes, it is. It'll be 1st and 10 for Defiance. The ball is placed at their own 41-yard line. They're moving the football against this Rough Rider defense. Keep in mind the Rough Riders have 14 points on the Family Audiology scoreboard, but the offense have only put 6 on, and special teams has put 6 on. Other than that, the Rough Riders have not, they've been close. Their last possession, they got it down inside the 10, or close to the 10, before the ball was stripped from Keegan Sharp and turned over. Second down and 8 for Defiance. Zeffel's going deep. No, he's going to overthrow Camiso. Pass was intended for Christian Camiso. And Camiso is a 6'2", 225-pound senior.
Tried to fake out the St. Mary's defenders with a little pump and go there, and they weren't. Did a good job of staying. He smartly threw it away, though.
How are we doing on the trivia answer? Can you tell? We got
a lot of guesses. Got some correct ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice pressure put on by.
Oh, nice.
Nice hit.
Sacked.
Kessler did a nice job getting him turned around, and he spread and forced him to go to the left where he was tackled over there by, I can't hardly see the numbers. Number
20.
Number 44, Hunter.
And Hayden Davis.
Hunter Mabry, Hayden Davis.
Yeah, great job of pursuing him. I'm really surprised he wasn't able to throw that away after getting out of the initial surge from the D-line.
We'll see what the offense can do now as they'll get the ball after the punt by Noah Gomez. Keegan Sharp, Braden Sullivan back. They're standing at the 35-yard line. And the ball's going to hit at about the 40 and sail out of bounds. So it'll be Roughrider ball, 1st and 10. Should be right about the 35-yard line.
Announcer agrees with you.
Thank you. Don't forget, coming up at the end of the third quarter, we'll have another big Roughrider replay for you.
See Coach Bo Fry standing there, along with it's Mike Compton down taking photos. And
Mabry to the 45, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Great job of breaking a tackle there in the backfield and finding the edge. Coach Bo in his show this week said that he's put on some pounds this year. Or did he say he's trimmed down?
No, he's put on some weight.
Put on some weight.
He has gotten stronger, bulked up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at him as he went back to the huddle. Right when you said that, I thought, last year he was a freshman. Here's Keegan Sharp, sweep to the right. This guy almost has the corner. He'll be close to a first down. But as he was running back, I thought, we saw him last year as a freshman, but I'll tell you what, he's bulked up. He's hit the weight room in the offseason, and then he's a lot bigger than he was a year ago. That's going to be the end of the third quarter with a score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. The St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Defiance Bulldogs nothing. It's time now for another Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza and calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244. And here's another edition of the Big Ralph Rider replay.
Sinning rolls, wants to throw it. He has time. Clemens is asked after him. Clemens, he avoids Clemens. He throws it out. Yes! It's intercepted. It is intercepted.
There he goes.
Chilcote.
He's going all the way.
50. He's to the 40. He's to the 30.
Nice block.
He is to the 20. To the 10. 5. Touchdown. Yes! Scotty Chilcote takes it all the way for the touchdown. What a linebacker's dream. As Scott Chilcote picked it off. How many yards?
79 yards, Ralph.
Woo!
All righty, we are back at Fred J. Brown Stadium for the final 12 minutes of the football game. The Rough Riders lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard by a score of 14-0. And our next stoppage of play, we'll pick a winner in the Rough Rider Trivia Contest. Wallace give the ball to Hinkle, and he is stopped after maybe a loss of a yard. Rough Riders will probably do a lot of fans a favor if they could put another one in the end zone, give them a little more breathing room. It's like they move the football and then some way, shape, or form they shoot themselves in the foot. They get close, but they're not able to put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they definitely had their opportunities tonight, and it's definitely going to be something I'm sure Coach Bo talks about this week on your show. If the Riders are able to hang on here, that despite winning 14-0, they could have really iced this with a couple more scores.
Cody Wallace picks up a Fowler TV first down. The Rough Riders will have a fresh set of downs as he runs to the sidelines to get his play from offensive coordinator Kobe Fry. Caleb Miller brings the Rough Rider offensive line out over the football. Wallace turn. Here comes the counter back to Sharp. Sharp hops over a defender. He's still on his feet, and he'll get close to the 30-yard line. Now we got a flag coming out of nowhere. That's a Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law.
Sharp
penalty.
Coming right behind.
And that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Sharp right behind Xavier LeClaire.
Well, this is against the Rough Riders, and we'll have to check this one out because this come late. And right, yeah. What do you call? I have no idea.
Blocking the back, maybe.
Well, the penalty will move the ball back, and it'll be obviously from the point of the foul, and so it'll be first down, and we'll call it 13 for the Rough Riders at the Defiance 44-yard line. Wallace is going to go back. He's going to set up a screen to Hinkle. He's got people out front. Gets through a block. He's to the 25, to the 20, and jumps out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. So the Rough Riders will get pick up the yardage they lost and some, and they'll get a Fowler TV first down, and they'll move the chains. So good job of being patient, following his blockers. He broke a tackle there down the sideline.
Nice play call from offensive coordinator Kobe Fry. Coach Doug Fry up here in the box with the eyes, and offensive coaches love that play call. The first time that they've seen it tonight, and caught him off guard.
First and 10 for the Rough Riders at the 20-yard line of Defiance. Braden Sullivan on the carry. We'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it second down and 8. Carter Steinberg was in on the play on that last play, so I'm run off the field. There goes Hinkle to the outside, and he is stuffed. Good job by the defense of Defiance, as Christian Camisso, who also plays inside linebacker on the defensive side, puts the stick on Hinkle. So we'll call it third down, and we'll call it 7. Sharp, and he's going to get a few yards, not enough for a first down, so it'll bring up fourth down. We'll see what the Rough Riders will do.
Had a nice little hole there formed. Really thought he was going to get it, but nice job from the backside for Defiance of sneaking in there. Look at this nice kick out. Guard comes through, kicks it out nice, and just one Defiance defender there, number 5, tracks it down. Garrett Rodenberger.
Yep, it'll be fourth down and 3 for the Rough Riders, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Apparently we have a timeout on the field with the score. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 14, Defiance nothing on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and then we'll give you the winner of our Rough Rider trivia question for tonight. We'll be back right after this.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
And Brenda.
Who? All righty, congratulations goes out to our Rough Rider trivia question winner, Mark Champ. The answer, who is the only Rough Rider to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season? The answer is DJ Manning. He rushed for 2,070 yards in the 2011 season. So congratulations to Mark Champ. He can pick up his $15 gift card from Guarneri's at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance during normal business hours. So you'll have to go to Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance, pick up your gift certificate for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's. Here's a field goal attempt, and that is going to be wide to the left.
Not a bad attempt.
Not a bad attempt.
Nice snap, nice hold.
That was Jay Schaefer.
Jay Schaefer just took a little bit of too hard of a left swing on it.
Yep.
Joe got 2 text messages from Dan and Brenda Manning.
Oh, yeah.
Both knowing that answer.
Did they know that answer?
They knew that answer.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was hoping that they would know that.
You would think they would. I want to remind everybody that the Rough Riders will be at home at Grand Lake Health Systems Field next Friday night as they will take on the Wapakoneta Redskins. And, of course, our new program, Third and Long, will air about 6:15 on Friday night. And, again, we'll be talking with former coaches Greg Freewalt, Denny Long, Roger Duncan, and Denny Vossler. And we'll be talking about the Wapakoneta program and some of the things that they encountered as coaching and as coaches and staff as they took on Wapak for the many years that they were there with Skip Bachman under his regime. Pass goes out to Phillips, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play.
Defiance tried to go back to that bubble screen, that 2 plays in a row. First play, we're seeing the replay here. Sharp did a great job of shedding the block and catching him for a loss. That time, Defiance was a little bit more successful with it, but still brings up a relatively
3rd and 6.
Difficult 3rd and 6, hopefully.
Yep. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ziffel all by himself in the shotgun. Looks deep. He's got a receiver all by himself. And he breaks a tackle. He's to the 5, touchdown. And the receiver is number 24. That is Brogan Castillo, who got behind the defense.
Yeah, Sullivan just bit on the pump fake. Nearly caught him, but Castillo was 10 yards past him.
So the Defiance Bulldogs are on the Family Audiology scoreboard with the point after coming. This is going to be attempted by number 26, Brandon Gamatza. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. So with 6:35 remaining on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 14, Defiance 6. Back with the Defiance kickoff right after this.
Are you looking for a new trailer or needing your current one fixed? Then head over to Midway Trailer Sales. We're conveniently located just off U.S. Highway 33 in St. Mary's and Interstate 75 in Dayton. We're your one-stop shop for new and used trailers, flatbeds, and snowplows. We also offer a wide array of parts to fit your trailer's needs. Our professional service team will get you back on the road in no time. And of course, we're Ohio's only authorized empty hopper dealer. Come visit us at www.midwaytrailers.net. When you need a haul, give Midway a call.
Well, the Defiance Bulldogs have put their first 6 points on the scoreboard. The point after was no good on a 76-yard touchdown completion from Brez Zeppel to Brogan Castillo. Look for the onside kick here, Zach.
I don't think so.
Too early?
6 minutes, 35 seconds left.
Yeah, could be too early.
It hasn't. They've stopped St. Mary's a few times tonight on offense.
This kickoff return is being brought to you by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. State Farm Insurance. Stop in and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's soon.
And they've got 3 timeouts left. Of course, they may just not want to kick it to St. Mary's period with the the wall earlier.
Rough Riders have only 2 kickoff returners back. And it's going to go over to Sullivan. He'll pick it up at the 20-yard line, and he is stuffed immediately. So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Again, the Rough Riders have moved the football. They've looked good.
Yeah, they've had a lot of opportunities.
But turnovers just keep shooting them in the foot.
Right.
Sullivan on the carry. He'll gain a couple. Clock continues to run on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for St. Mary's as Jay Schaefer makes his way to the sideline. Caleb Miller out over center for the Rough Riders. Cody Wallace under center. Turn. Give the ball to Aiden Hinkle. He'll be close to a 1st down, but he'll be about a yard short.
Good outside trap there.
So it'll be 3rd and a very short 1 for the Rough Riders. If you see anything other than a quarterback sneak here, I will be surprised.
Would agree with that.
Wallace, nope, they're going to give the ball to Hinkle. He busts through to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Still on his feet and brought down at the Defiance 46-yard line. Well,
maybe Defiance was thinking QB sneak too, because that was a pretty big hole there for the dive.
It was a big sneak. Well, apparently somebody knows something other than us.
That's why we just talk about it.
Yes,
we
exactly.
don't call the plays.
Good run by Aiden Hinkle for a Fowler TV 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at the Defiance 46-yard line. Clock continues to roll. We're down to 4:38 remaining in the football contest. Rough Riders in a wing formation to the left. To turn, give the ball to Mabry. Mabry turns his shoulders up to the 40, to the 35, and he's got a Dave Weilbacher penalty flag thrown, I believe.
Nice patient run from Mabry. Lets his blockers come through the line.
See if a flag comes flying in.
Looks like a face
Boom,
mask.
there it comes. Yep.
32. Camiso.
Yep.
See, he's right in the face mask there on the tackle.
So that'll be a Fowler. That'll be a Fowler TV 1st down for the Rough Riders. Compliments of a face mask penalty by Defiance. It'll be 1st down and 10. The Rough Riders again in the red zone. The ball is placed at the Defiance 18-yard line. Give the ball to Sullivan. Sullivan hanging on to the football. Got a Defiance player coming up a little on the gimpy side. That is Abel Rubio. So it'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 5 for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at the Defiance 11-yard line. Rough Riders need to put 6 on the board on this possession.
Yep. I think we'll see another dive here from Hinkle.
Full house in the backfield. Hinkle straight up the middle. Touchdown, Aiden Hinkle.
Excellent run, Aiden Hinkle. There's a giant hole on that left side. I was hoping they'd see it and run that dive on that side.
Good job there by Braden Sullivan. Gets the final block to lead Aiden Hinkle into the end zone. So the Rough Riders offense gets their second touchdown of the night and lead 20-6 with the point after coming.
A little bit of breathing room there.
A little bit.
Still plenty of time left, 3 minutes and 26 seconds, but
Logan Rush on to attempt the point after. Snap is back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 3:26 remaining here in the football contest, on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 21, Defiance Bulldogs 6. Back right after this.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
All righty, we welcome you back to Fred J. Brown Stadium. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to be here to bring you this contest. Western Buckeye League encounter between Defiance and St. Mary's. Rough Riders lead 21-6 with the kickoff coming, and it's being brought to you once again by Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. See State Farm Insurance. Stop by and see Laura or Logan Yelton in St. Mary's.
Joe with that 11-yard touchdown scramble there, scamper I should say. Aiden Hinkle goes to 130 yards on 16 carries. That's 8.5 yards per rush.
Wow. Wilder gets the ball to the 40-yard line. No flags.
Defiance wanting a horse tackle, but we've learned in the rules of the game that if you get the jersey, it's okay, and you can get the side of the shoulder pads. You just can't touch the very back where the.
That is clearly not a horse collar. I think the only time it can be called is if you get your hands actually inside the shoulder pads.
Yes. But we'll mark that play, and we'll have Mark Sisko look at it just in case.
There you go. He's going to be busy boy.
He is.
Well, you're going to be a busy boy getting all these clips together.
It's fun, though. It's a really nice resource to be able to ask an official every week.
Brez Zippel by himself in the shotgun. He's going back to pass, looking for a receiver. Pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Christian Camiso. Of course, the Defiance Bulldogs in a no-huddle offense. Tell you what, as far as the receivers has the defense spread out, and as far as he has to throw it, Ziffel I'm talking about, the Rough Riders, if they can step in front of the receiver, they've got 6 on the board.
Absolutely. He's put some ones up there that have been.
Ball is incomplete.
Oh, they're saying that was complete.
Oh, seriously.
I think we got, hopefully the back judge is coming in to tell him that it hit the ground.
Oh, for sure.
That definitely bounced.
Yeah, like a yard. Oh.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Not too much protest from the Defiance side. I mean, I think it was just the position of the official was right behind him, and he just couldn't tell that it was trapped.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 on the incomplete pass.
Well, Joe, that last touchdown gives some breathing room. I think all the people watching in St. Mary's can take a little bit deeper of a breath here.
I would think.
Heard we have a big crowd watching us from the Roots Bar and Grill, a former CNC.
Cool.
Shout out to Gail Masonbrink watching us from there.
Nice tackle by Jace Schaefer as they forced Ziffel out of the pocket, and Jay Schaefer was right there to bring him down for a 2-yard loss. So we'll call it 4th down and 12, and I think in this particular situation, the Defiance Bulldogs is going to go for it. Ziffel, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. In the shotgun position, goes back, looks to the right, rolls to the right, and lets it go. And it's going to be short, and it's going to be incomplete, and the Rough Riders will have the football back on downs. And they'll have it at the Defiance 38-yard line with 2:19 remaining. So a good defensive stop by the Rough Riders. And if the Rough Riders can pick up a first down, that should just about do it.
Yeah, Defiance does still have 3 timeouts.
Well, that's true.
But,
well, here's the deal. You saw this. Do you remember last week against London? There's Hinkle, off left tackle, still on his feet. Keep plugging forward. He'll get a gain of about 8. But last week, London called timeout with 7 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
And I figured out, what's this all about? The next thing you know, they turn around, threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were down 20 points at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a defensive coach's nightmare.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because you know mentally with 7 seconds, your defense is checked out.
Right. But if you're London, I guess you want to try to get some momentum going into next week, some confidence for your quarterback. So I guess you play to the very end of the game.
Play to the end. We'll call it 2nd down and 3 for St. Mary's. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Cody Wallace on the QB's carry. We'll give him a gain of 2 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 1. And if St. Mary's can pick up a first down, depending on if Defiance wants to use their 3 timeouts, if he gets a first down, that should wrap this one up. Again, congratulations to Mark Champ, winner of our Rough Rider Trivia question. The correct answer for those that missed it is DJ Manning. He rushed for over 2,000 yards, 2,070 yards in 2011.
Aiden Hinkle just continues to add to that yardage count.
Picks up a Fowler TV first down in doing so.
They're just running 5 and 6, or 4 and 5 fullback dives, Joe, just right over the big tackles and guards to left and right.
Well, the win for the Rough Riders will make the ride home a little more enjoyable. And I'll tell you what, when we talked to the coaches on the 3rd and long program, the first thing we asked them about, what do they think about Defiance, and they're going to just take a knee here. First thing they said, Zach, was what about Defiance? The long drive.
Yes.
The long drive.
Yes.
So the Rough Riders will win this one as time expires. With a score on the Family Audiology scoreboard, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 21, the Defiance Bulldogs 6. We'll come back with a Hewer Renovating post-game show right after this.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
Speckman Automotive, with stores in St. Mary's and Wapakoneta, is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Family run since 1960, Speckman Automotive upholds the tradition of blending old-fashioned customer service with modern technology that the customers expect and deserve. Shop local. Shop Speckman Automotive.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your health care needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
TV everywhere.
TV everywhere?
That's right, everywhere. You can watch TV from your tablet, your phone, your laptop, any mobile device, anywhere you want.
Laundromat?
Yes.
Grocery store?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
What if I wanted to watch TV at home?
All your favorite networks all the time. It's TV everywhere from TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Fred J. Brown Stadium. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. You see on your screen the Roughrider football team going over and thanking this student body and fans for making the drive up here to Defiance as they come away with a 21-6 win here at Fred J. Brown Stadium. So, Zach, overall, it took a little bit. I don't think this. I think when you look at the game overall, I don't think this is the game that Coach Fry would have liked. I think he would have liked to have seen a little bit more dominance of the offense throughout the course of the game. The Rough Riders moved the football, but some way, shape, or form, whether it be a fumble or some other unfortunate circumstance, found themselves a way to turn the football over without putting the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, but I think you got to be ecstatic about the defense tonight.
Yeah.
Defense stepped up big time. You know, other than that 176-yard pass that you figure you're gonna give. This Defiance team was scrappy, and they're fast, and they're talented enough to score a lot more than 6 points. So I think you got to be ecstatic that your defense held them to just 6 points, and really bailed out your offense for a lot of missed opportunities tonight. Offense, though, did enough to certainly between the 20s.
Oh, absolutely,
did enough to win. And take up enough clock, but not picking up on some of those scoring opportunities nearly came back to bite them here at the end. So glad to get out of here with a 21-6 victory, and excited to go into the real meat of our schedule.
Right, exactly. And when I talked to Coach Fry, we discussed that the tougher part of the schedule is in the upper part of the schedule, and they had London, Defiance, Wapak, and OG coming. So we'll be at Grand Lake Health Systems Field next Friday night to bring you the contest between the Wapakoneta Redskins and the St. Mary's Roughriders. Wapak was defeating OG at halftime. That was the last score that we had. And, of course, we're kind of hanging on here to see if we can get our statistics from Andy Rammel. And usually he's got them. So we're going to let Zach bring you up to speed with statistics in this ball game, and we'll wrap it up and take it to the house.
Yeah, let's go over some of the final statistics. First down, St. Mary's had 18, Defiance had 16. Total yards, St. Mary's 349, Defiance 299. Passing, St. Mary's was 3 for 5 with 1 interception. Defiance was 18 for 38 with 1 touchdown. Net passing yards, 75 for St. Mary's, 213 for Defiance. Rushing attempts, 42 rushes for 274 yards for St. Mary's, 23 rushes for 86 yards for Defiance. 2 big fumbles that were lost from St. Mary's there in that second half. And a lot of penalties for St. Mary's, 5 for 48 yards. So penalties and turnovers, big issues to work on. Can't get away with that against Wapak and Ottawa Glandorf. Third down conversion, St. Mary's was 4 for 7, much better here in the second half. Defiance 3 for 11. St. Mary's had 2 punts for an average of 45 yards. Defiance had 3 punts for an average of 32 yards. Average drive for St. Mary's started on the 34-yard line. Defiance on their 24-yard line. So field position was definitely a factor tonight. And the St. Mary's definitely evened up the time of possession a little bit. 19 minutes, 39 seconds for St. Mary's, and Defiance 26 minutes. Cody Walls was 3 for 5 for 71 yards. Aiden Hinkle led the way with 18 rushes for 148 yards. Longest was 25. He had 2 touchdowns and averaged 8.2 yards a rush. Keegan Sharp complimented him nicely on the outside with 7 rushes and 52 yards. averaged 7.4 yards per rush. And Braden Sullivan really had some nice, strong carries in the middle. 7 rushes for 34 yards, tough 34 yards, and his longest being 10 yards, averaged 4.9 per rush.
And keep in mind, Braden Sullivan also returned a blocked field goal, 96 yards for a touchdown.
Absolutely,
as well.
absolutely.
That was big.
Be a tough game to give a player of the game. We don't do that. But Aiden Hinkle had quite a night. But then Braden Sullivan also, I think you got to give it to him with that touchdown. That was so big.
Exactly.
Just looking a little bit behind him, Cody Wallace had 5 rushes for 6 yards. Colton Mabry 4 rushes for 36 yards, averaging 9 yards per rush. So I'd like to see Colton Mabry maybe get a couple more touches. Really, 9 yards a rush.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Looking a little bit on the receiving side, or on the Defiance, Brez Ziffel, 18 for 37 for 213 yards and a touchdown. Brogan Castillo, 16 rushes for 73 yards. Really the only one on their team that really had much rushing. Receiving, Anthony Wilder had 8 catches for 61 yards. Brian Phillips, 5 catches for 13 yards. Just a lot of I think a lot of, if you're Defiance, unfortunately, a lot of opportunities tonight that could have really made this a closer game and could have had a lead early on. But fortunately for St. Mary's, they made the plays when it counted and come out here with a victory.
Absolutely. Thanks, Zach. That's our numbers on our Heuer Renovating postgame show. Want to remind everybody that most of these highlights you will be able to see that you saw throughout the course of the game that we kind of highlighted. You can see tomorrow on the American Legion Post 323 highlight show. That'll take place tomorrow, so look for that on YouTube, Rider Nation Station. Well, that's going to about do it for us here at Fred J. Brown Stadium.
Now we got to figure out this boondoggle of a drive home, right, Joe?
Absolutely. So once again, our final score here from Fred J. Brown Stadium. It's the St. Mary's Roughriders running their record to 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in the Western Buckeye League. Defiance drops to 1-1 overall and 0-1 in the Western Buckeye League as the Roughriders win it here at Fred J. Brown Stadium by a score of 21-6. For our entire Rider Nation Station crew, guys, you did a tremendous job once again, as you do each and every week. For my colleague Zach Farrell, I'm Joe Hurlbert. Until next week, when we bring you the game between the Wapak Redskins and the St. Mary's Roughriders back home at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. So long, everyone.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or AuglaizeEquipmentRental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental. Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.